Hey y'all, it was my birthday yesterday, February 10th. I had a good time, just hung out in Houston with my homies, watched a lot of movies, chilled out. I don't feel 27, probably don't look 27. I mean, I feel young, but at the same time I feel smarter than like 80-year-olds, so it's kind of like back and forth. And once again, it ties into Swedenborg's discovery that the wiser an angel is, the more innocent he appears. So I think that case is very valid for me. So have you ever rooted for the good guy in an action movie? Good, well then you should never be for gun control, because you obviously know that good guys can stop bad guys. But at the same time, most action movies, the only people with guns are cops, bad guys, or off-duty cops like Bruce Willis. You know, every now and then it's some guy just running from the government, but yeah, it's usually some government worker who found something out. It's like very rarely is just the normal, everyday, law-abiding citizen have a gun, unless they're committing a crime or it's a Western. And to be honest, the Wild West had about 300% less murders than today's world. Actually, they only had 5 deaths a year. So the whole Wild West term is liberal propaganda, just like the movies. Anyway, so in Revelation 21:23 it says, heaven, the city had no need of the sun, for the glory of God did light it. What is very interesting about this is that it not only confirms Swedenborg when he said he saw heaven, but it confirms Michael Newton's past life hypnosis book called Journey of Souls. What he did was he not only did past life readings, but he went in between lives, proving that there is a heaven in between each reincarnation of the body. So when people were in these different, in that medium world, they were saying that pretty much there was no light, and God was the light, a big purple aura in the very center. And some people, you know, a lot of people weren't worthy to just go up to the light. We like all have our different levels of consciousness, even in heaven. It's not like we're all seeing when we're in heaven. We still have our fixed learning system going for us. But anyway, I just thought it was interesting that past life, new age, hippie stuff corresponded exactly to the book of Revelation. Anyway, speaking of reincarnation, the book of John, chapter 9, verses 1 and 2. Jesus is walking around and his disciples asked him, they passed by a blind guy, and they said, Rabbi, who sinned that this man was born blind, him or his parents? Did you hear what I said? Who sinned that this man was born blind, him or his parents? Why would your sin make you blind if you didn't have a past life from which you would be punished? So their question automatically assumes reincarnation is a fact. It's like, did this man sin? Is that why he's blind now, in this life? It's not like he just turned blind yesterday. So the implications for John chapter 9, verse 1, 2, huge for reincarnation. And of course it ties into the Gospel of Thomas, which does talk about reincarnation. Let's see. So yeah, good old Bible study. I mean, I grew up Jewish, so this is all very foreign to me. I grew up a liberal, non-gun owner, so this is all, gun stuff is relatively new to me. I've had a gun since 2009, and I was posting anti-gun control stuff way back then too. You know, the 2013 fucking crazy year was not just some fad I was picking up on. I was already a gun owner freaking out, okay? But I am now a Christian, so that's why we're doing all this Bible shit, to show you how interesting the Bible actually is. Not how boring it is, and not how satanic the Vatican Catholic Church raised you to think it was. It's actually completely different. Y'all have a good one.